Hi Taurus, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori, and tonight we're going to take a look at the week of August 4th through the 10th. This is a major week. We have Lionsgate on 8/8 and a full moon in Aquarius on the 9th. Just heads up, when I was starting your reading, I heard very soon your life is about to change, okay? So look, the transformation card is coming out right away. Rejoice in celebration. And then you have triumph with Cancer energy of the Chariot. Bottom deck energy is new beginnings. This is the Fool. I'm hearing the world is your oysters, Tarot. What the heck? The world is your oyster is what I heard, okay? The Independence card is at the bottom of the deck. I love that cat energy, and I'll tell you why. It's coming through as an energy of having individuals that will be coming into your space that will support you, but also allow you to be present with yourself. There's something about being poised, and I think you're very much like poised for success, okay? Uncover is at the bottom, which is about dowsing, pendulum, answers, and integrity. Wow, I think there's something coming through, like an answer that's going to be revealed to you. I'm seeing like the third eye here very activated. You could be trusting, asking for something to change, and that's what's happening. The Vulture with upheaval. So oftentimes when people see this card, they're freaking out. But I'll tell you, I love this Vulture energy because the vultures come in to remove anything that is dead. If vultures didn't come into the communities and the areas that we live in and clean up the dead stuff, then we would have a big problem on our hands environmentally. So this is a benefit to you that these things are taking place. For a lot of you, I'm picking up on having like gone through a lot of upheaval in your life. For someone in particular, you could have dealt with a lot of physical deaths, like people around you in your family physically dying. And I'm so sorry for that. I'm so sorry for that. And it almost feels debilitating to a degree. And I'm picking up on someone who just desires, or who's been praying and just craving and desiring people that will just love them in the ways that people did who are no longer here. And there's new energies coming in, and this does feel like this is going to happen very swiftly. It's 1:11 on the clock right now, so you could be seeing 111 often. Echoes, ancient culture, roots, and customs. Yeah, it's like a desire to want to be home. It feels like someone wants to come out of loneliness and find, it's like a truth, like I'm like you're seeking those who align with your truth. The Triumph card, that's the Chariot. The Rejoice in celebration, this is like the Three of Cups. And then Transformation, that's the Death card. Scorpionic energy, Cancer energy here. You could have either one of those in your chart. I'm sorry, Taurians. The energy is a little heavy for you. I'm not going to lie. There's something that you're not seeing, though. The Two of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Some type of clarity. This clarity is coming through to align you. So this week, there's going to be, this Knight of Swords too is like swift energy, something changing quickly for you. So this week, there's something coming in that is going to bring some type of awareness, illumination in regards to like your foundation, who you are. Something is shifting and changing, and it has to do with your foundation. I'm going to keep this one out here. The Devil. The Seven of Swords. The Devil. Look, he wanted to come out. He wanted to come out. The Six of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. There's some type of communication, cutting something off. It's an unhealthy way of seeing yourself. The Devil and the Queen of Wands, there's something very unhealthy. There's an unhealthy attachment that you have to a version of yourself that is very self-sabotaging and prevents you from having community and partnerships that actually align with reciprocity. So it's almost like you've been seeking answers, seeking direction, and trying to work at removing this old energy and clearing out those things that are no longer serving you. But there's something here with the Ace of Swords, with the Seven of Swords. There's some type of truth that you may be avoiding. It's like almost as if you're walking past what's kind of right in your face because you're looking elsewhere. I'm also picking up on you have the two swords in your hands, but you could be blame shifting or looking at someone else for the answers, and the answers are within. The answers are within. Because I'm seeing someone like walk past a door, like, oh, I don't know where to find, my keys. And it's like, well, the keys are in that bedroom, but you keep walking past the door because you don't believe that they could possibly be there because it's something different than you've experienced before. And this has to do with pain from your past. Okay, it has to do with something that's been embedded in you, something that has to do with a tradition, a custom, an idea, a perspective, a viewpoint. Something that is connected to your emotions. It's painful. And to have to look at it is going to cause you pain. But it's almost like Spirit is showing me like it has to be divided. It's this thing, whatever this thing is that you're walking past, okay? This thing that you're walking past is preventing you from actually being able to enjoy life. It's a blockage is how this feels, okay? I don't want to say it's preventing you, but it's causing you to find less happiness than is accessible and available to you, okay? It's like there's a world of happiness out here, but I'm also too picking up on the energy of someone who's so focused on being presented a certain way that they're really not allowing themselves to be their true and authentic selves. And it's because there's a fear of not being viewed in the right way. Like maybe you see yourself as one way and other people tell you that you're something different. And you're like, that's actually not me. You guys are just misreading me. Instead of just being your authentic self and standing in that, it's like a teeter-totter. And that's frustrating for you. Some type of fear. This is related to fear. This seems very interesting. It could be confusing to you because it feels a little confusing to me. The confusing thing is like, when will you slow down so that you can see what's available and accessible to you? That's the first part, okay? And then there's something within you that's keeping you stuck. Because I'm not seeing another energy here, but I feel like someone is blaming another energy for their inability to be able to stand in their truth. And others can absolutely be influencing you. The Sun with the Six of Pentacles, this is like trying to have others reciprocate your happiness. Like, I want you to make me happy. This feels like codependent energy, if I can be totally honest with you. It feels like codependent energy. And it feels like maybe in the past you've desired or thought others were supposed to make you happy. And that could be some familial trauma. That could be some trauma from past relationships and experiences. And it's almost as if you have to come out of that and see things differently with the Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. You have to take a different approach in order for things to transform in your life. And that's the approach, is to not block out what's being presented to you. Even if you don't agree with it or if you don't like it, it's like Spirit is saying, ask yourself, am I guilty of this? Like, go within, do some soul searching. And that's where that uncover is, like, you know, dousing yourself in the energy of upheaval. Because I think this feels very like, ugh, to you. But it's because it's different. And I don't know if I was telling you or if I was telling someone else in another reading, but remember, you've never seen this version of yourself. So that's where grace comes in. You've never been here before. The upheaval that's presented in your life is so that you can transform that energy and transmute it so that you can triumph over it and jump into this rejoice and celebration. This is something completely new for you. So a major thing about in your reading here that's coming through is to go inward rather than pointing the finger outward. If this is not you, this is another party. Another part of this is to allow yourself to walk in your authenticity without fear of rejection, of acceptance, or being abandoned by others. The other part of this is to allow yourself to be happy. Allow yourself to be happy. And when messages come through, when this energy comes through and you feel like it's causing upheaval within, just to allow yourself to see it from a different perspective. Not blocking anything out, but allowing the water, which is your emotions, allowing that water to come up and hit your feet, because you understand that these are the answers that you've been seeking. Not only that, you understand that that water is going to purify and it's going to cleanse you. And for a lot of you, this could be some like deep ancestral healing that you are dealing with. So a lot of these wounds or traumas or experiences could be passed down in your bloodline and you just have not been aware of them. So try not to own and take on this energy as if it's yours to correct or to fix, in a sense of being something negative. Like, oh gosh, I have all this to fix in me. This is a problem, right? Because that can be very overwhelming. So please don't do that to yourselves. But rather look at it from a perspective of like, wow, I'm given the opportunity. Like, Spirit loves me that much that I could be given the opportunity to be able to find happiness in allowing this energy that's stored within me to be released. And if it's not mine, it was handed to me probably because I'm the one who is able to transform and triumph over it. And it's because you see clearly with the Queen of Swords. You see clearly with the Queen of Wands. You have the confidence. With the Ace of Swords, you are able to effectively visualize this information, transform it, and push forward past it. Okay? The dousing in this energy feels like a very strong energy. Like dousing in itself, that word carries a lot of weight, right? It's like overwhelming. But there's a recognition that this overwhelm is only here as a gateway and an entrance into the happiness that you truly desire in life. There's beauty and gifts in being independent, and that's coming through as well right now. There's something unique and special about you being able to just celebrate yourself. And so you're just being asked this week to allow these things to flow through you and out of you without blocking out your opportunity to heal and to advance into better in life. All right, Taurians, I love you guys. I hope that this is your reading because it's beautiful. I see so much beauty here and recognition from Spirit and from your team. You are highly supported. Do not feel alone or beat up. Just enjoy the week, allow it to flow, and know that you're removing these ancestral attachments that have been connected to you for your whole life, more than likely, okay? If this is your reading and it resonates, feel free to drop a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I thank you again so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing week. Be gracious with yourself, and I'll see you next. Bye.